Imagine being trapped in a dimly lit basement with a giant. That is exactly where rookie boxers Kim Myeong-gil and Woo-jin find themselves, fighting for their lives against an enforcer known as Kang In-bom. Outweighed and overpowered, the two boys realize quickly that trading blows is a death sentence. They rely on ring intelligence, using constant mobility to make the larger man burn his stamina. The tactic works, but only just. They manage to stun the behemoths long enough to escape, though they walk away covered in heavy, deep bruises. This diagram shows why their skills fell short. In a sanctioned boxing match on the left, variables are highly constrained: padded gloves, 3-minute rounds, and a referee. On the right, the criminal underworld is unconstrained: lethal weapons, no time limits, and 0 rules. Mathematically, relying on endurance here leads to failure. If enemy damage capacity is limitless, evasion collapses upon a single mistake. Surviving a syndicate requires leaving the honorable rules of the athletic ring behind. Athletic skill is insufficient to stop ruthless, organized power. To understand how to counter this kind of power, we have to look at the man shielding these young boxers, President Choi. For years, the wheelchair-bound former underworld legend has lived quietly, seeking to atone for his past by offering zero-interest loans to people in need. This quiet existence shatters when his former protege, a ruthless loan shark named Kim Myeong-gil, targets Choi's surrogate family. Choi realizes his strategy of passive atonement has a fatal flaw. Lending money helps victims, but treating his wealth like a defensive shield allows the syndicate to attack his people continuously without penalty. This diagram shows Choi's strategic pivot. Instead of bracing for impact, he plans a high-stakes operation to dismantle Myeong-gil's empire. As you see, the central node representing Smile Capital is targeted by 3 simultaneous strike vectors: illegal operations, enforcement muscle, and financial reserves. The objective of the conflict has shifted. Choi is no longer trying to survive the enemy's blows. He's destroying the infrastructure that gives them the capacity to strike in the first place. There is an immediate logistical problem. 2 rookie boxers and Choi's civilian granddaughter do not possess the capacity to execute a coordinated strike against a criminal syndicate. Choi needs professionals. He recruits his old guard, Hwang Yang-jung, a sushi chef and lethal knife expert, and his seasoned counterpart, Lee Do-yang. The younger generation brings an earnest moral fortitude. They are scrappy and possess raw physical stamina from their time in the ring. The older generation offers lethal weapon proficiency, decades of underworld grit, and a lack of hesitation to inflict permanent harm. This creates a tactical synthesis. The veterans take the young boxers under their wing and combine these distinct skill sets, transforming a group of vigilantes into a highly coordinated strike team. Building an effective offensive unit means marrying 2 opposing forces: the sustainable energy to endure the long fight and the seasoned capacity to actually finish it. When the trap is set, the synthesis works. The strike team ambushes Myeong-gil's associates in an industrial corridor, using their combined skills to gain a tactical advantage over the syndicate's muscle. However, Kim Myeong-gil built his empire during the chaos of a pandemic. He controls vast resources and operates with a cunning strategic mind. This model illustrates strategic friction. The clean linear vector represents Choi's master plan. Myeong-gil anticipates the strike, deploying armed obstacles that shatter the plan against aggressive red countervectors. As those countervectors push back, the friction forces our heroes to abandon their clean tactical sting. They have to adapt in real time, meeting every one of Myeong-gil's countermoves with intense physical violence. What was designed as a controlled operation rapidly spirals into a brutal game, where every move results in casualties on both sides. Attacking an established behemoth is never a surgical procedure. The operation against Smile Capital has devolved into an unpredictable and bloody war.